Hey gang, welcome to today's video where we're looking at why your business isn't scaling, it isn't growing in the way that you want. This video is part of a 3 mini series I've created to help business owners that are struggling to grow their business, to scale it, to kind of make more income, get more clients. And in part 1, we looked at why this messaging that is being put out might not be converting with your audience and how to make it more concrete, make it land more. And in part 2, we uncovered the reason why your marketing isn't actually converting also. And so you'll find those linked below in the description, and I highly recommend that you're watching them if you haven't done already. Each video builds on the one before, and so you'll find if you start with 1 through to 3, it'll be useful. And today we're going a little bit deeper into mindset. We're going to find out why your business isn't scaling, isn't growing the way it naturally should, even when you've got your messaging right, even when maybe you've got some marketing into place. And if you've ever felt stuck at a certain level, a certain income level, and it doesn't matter whatever you do, it just won't grow, then this video will show you the real reason behind it and how to move beyond it, which is the most important thing. A lot of business owners think scaling is about adding more income to ads or more content or more offers and more hours. And it can be if you've got something that's really working. But often instead of scaling, what happens is a business owner gets burnt out, income gets completely flatlined, everyone gets frustrated and annoyed. And unfortunately, the deeper truth is that your external systems actually can only take you so far. And they'll only take you as far as your internal systems allow. And we know that as conscious creators. And the internal systems are obviously our beliefs. Things like shame, which kind of says, who am I to charge more? Or guilt, where it says, if I succeed, others are going to lose. Fear, overwhelm, I'm going to burn myself out, I'm going to lose myself, or unworthiness. Things like, I don't deserve this anyway. Who am I to have this lifestyle? And these beliefs operate like invisible limiters on our business engine once we've created. They cap your growth. No matter how polished the funnel is or the systems in or the emails are or how many ads that you run. Unfortunately, if you don't address them, you're just going to keep kind of trying to fix the outer machine, and I've been there and I've done that, while the inner machine, the part that's really jamming up the gears, is not actually resolved. And that's why, in my experience, a lot of business owners, spiritual business owners and coaches end up exhausted, chasing strategy after strategy, guru after guru, but they never really scale. They never really create the income that they want or that they need or that they deserve. And so from a conscious creation perspective, scaling a business is not always about adding more. If you have a marketing system already, you've got funnels and emails and automations and a great offer, and your business is still stalled, then your challenge needs to change. It needs to be looking at removing the blocks that of kind of stopping the flow of whatever you've created already. And like everything else in life, our business, we know our life is a mirror of our consciousness. And if we believe that success or money is unsafe for some reason, we feel shame or guilt about abundance, then the external systems will simply reflect those. They'll stall, they'll break, or they'll plateau. And again, I have experienced that. So think of it like this. The funnels, the ads, and the marketing are the engine, and the beliefs that govern, limit, or release the speed of growth, okay? And until you shift those inner beliefs, those inner limitations, the outer systems can't run to their true capacity. It's like trying to drive with a handbrake on. Here are 3 tips, practical tips to help you explore. Number 1, make success safe. Ask yourself, what feels dangerous about growing bigger or earning more money? Because until success feels safe for you, you will subconsciously sabotage and you will block it. Number 2, release guilt and shame. Remember, guilt and shame aren't actually truths, okay, which is important to realize. They're protective beliefs that you've now outgrown and you need to let them go. Often people feel guilty about charging for their services, a lot for their services. And again, this limits client attraction, causes no end of problems, and people struggle to go to kind of high ticket models. So replace guilty ideas with things like growing benefits others too. Kind of give yourself permission. Number 3, align inner and outer systems. So every external system I create, so an ad, a funnel, a content plan, needs inner alignment. So ask yourself, what belief must I shift to let this system work fully? And that's really important. Now, back in 2000, when I was trying to scale my first healing business, my healing, and I was teaching spirituality, psychic awareness, I, of course, thought the answer was more flyers, more workshops, more hustle, but 3 children and a business, and it was exhausting. And I just kept hitting the same ceiling. It was just kind of doing this. So what I realized is that I was carrying shame about charging for spiritual work. And it was quite common. Other people told me healing was a gift, which wasn't helpful, which it kind of is, but it's and that I should give it all away free. But I had 3 children, and I also realized deep down I didn't believe it was okay to prosper doing what I loved, even though it was a skill, and I sabotaged everything and got myself into all sorts of problems. But I shifted the belief, gave myself permission to succeed, and I realized I did have all the same systems. Now, they were flatlined at that point, but they started to work. And I've seen this with clients time and time again. They shift guilt, shame, fear, worry, whatever it would be, and the business systems that they've created, often I've created for them, begin to kind of move and begin to change. So if you are a spiritual business owner or a conscious business owner and things aren't scaling for you, I would suggest you take a nice deep breath and step back for a couple of days. Look at your beliefs, because the real block is not your funnel. It's often not your content. It's often the shame and the guilt and the fear running around in the kind of background of your subconscious. So this is the end of the 3 mini-series videos, Fixing Your Core Businesses. Below you'll find them linked. Hopefully you found this useful. And if you can get these things right, get your marketing and your message and your internal messaging correct, then you'll find that you really are able to get things moving, get that engine moving. And hopefully if you found this useful, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do hit the like button on the video. And also in the description, you are welcome to join the Conscious Creation Academy community. It's free of charge at the minute as of recording this video. And then you're able to go through and you will find a whole ton of training, mindset, consciousness, energy, business, how to get everything aligned so that you're able to create the life that you want. That's it. Have a great day. Take care.